Welcome to Sportpen, Joe DiMaggio. The name itself just resonates, doesn't it? Like a perfectly hit fastball. Today, we're diving deep into the story of this icon. Not just, rehashing headlines, but really trying to understand the pivotal moments, the sheer determination, and those game-changing performances that forged his legend. Our mission: to explore what truly defines greatness in sports through DiMaggio's career and, how certain athletes and seasons rewrite sports history.
Yeah, and what's fascinating right away is that this giant of baseball didn't exactly start out loving the game. His early years, he seemed more interested in avoiding baseball.
You got it. Apparently, the young Joe would do almost anything but go on his dad's fishing boat. Hated the smell of dead fish.
Can't blame him there.
And it wasn't just the smell. His father, Giuseppe, actually preferred Gocci, the Italian game. He wasn't a baseball fan. So for Joe, baseball was initially just like a way out of doing chores.
Right. It even got to a point around age 14 where he'd just lost interest. Started selling newspapers instead, so his path wasn't, set in stone from day one.
But then came that spark, the turning point. And it was family, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Seeing his brother Vince sign with the San Francisco Seals and actually earning money playing baseball, that seemed to be the key.
That flipped the switch. Suddenly it was real, a potential career right there in the family.
And that move to the Seals and the Pacific Coast League, the PCL, that was huge. It wasn't long before he started showing that incredible talent. The PCL was tough competition then, a real proving ground.
Man, boy, did he prove himself. In 1933, that incredible 61-game hitting streak, a PCL record, second longest ever in the minors at the time. You can almost feel the momentum building.
Absolutely. And he talked about it later, didn't he?
Yeah, he said, baseball didn't really get into my blood until I knocked off that hitting streak. Getting a daily hit became more important to me than eating, drinking, or sleeping.
Wow. That quote says it all, really. It shows how that achievement, that consistency just ignited his passion. It went from a pastime to, everything.
Yeah. From there, heading to the majors felt almost inevitable. He joins the New York Yankees, makes an immediate impact, World Series winners his first 4 seasons.
Talk about making an entrance. Unbelievable start.
For anyone less familiar, the World Series is, the big championship at the end of the MLB season.
But when people think DiMaggio, it's usually the 56-game hitting streak in 1941 that comes up first. It's more than a record. It's legendary. The longest single-season streak in MLB history.
Absolutely. And it wasn't totally out of the blue, right? In 1940, he'd already led the league with a .352 average, that's hits per at-bat, and had a 23-game streak that year, too.
Right, so he was already performing at an elite level. Context is important there. The streak itself started May 15th, 1941. And interestingly, it was after a bit of a slump for him.
Shows you even the greats have off periods, but bouncing back like that.
That's what defines them. And some moments during that streak were just wild.
Like that May 30th doubleheader against the Red Sox.
Exactly. Needed a hit late in the first game to keep it going, gets it, sparks a rally.
But here's the kicker. He also made 4 errors in the field that day.
4 errors. It shows how locked in he was just on getting that hit, maybe at the expense of other things that day. Incredible focus.
Mental toughness under pressure, definitely.
And then, just a few days later, June 2nd, his streak hits 20 games. And that was the same day the great Lou Gehrig passed away. A very somber moment in baseball history intersecting with this streak.
Yeah, a poignant moment. And during the streak, it wasn't just scraping by with one hit. He had big games, multi-hit games, home runs and double headers against the Browns, really showing his power.
Mm-hmm. And statistical analysis looking back, it suggests it wasn't just, random luck. The numbers indicate he was performing even better than his usual exceptional self during that run.
So a superior hitter kind of finding another gear.
Something like that. Exceeding his own high standards for a sustained period, not just chance.
And here's something that often gets overlooked. Right after the 56-game streak ended on July 17th, he immediately started another one. 16 games.
That just speaks volumes about his consistency, his whole approach. It wasn't a one-off fluke.
Which brings us straight to that relentless determination. There's that famous quote.
The one about the kid seeing him for the first time.
Exactly. Because there's always some kid who may be seeing me for the first time. I owe him my best.
Think about that. It's not just about the score, it's about responsibility. Always peak performance.
It's a powerful idea, that personal commitment to excellence, no matter the crowd size or the game's importance.
A lesson that goes way beyond baseball,
Absolutely. It's about upholding your own standard.
And you see that determination again and again. He served in the Army Air Force during World War II.
Right, and coming back to pro sports after that kind of break. That's incredibly tough. Regaining top form takes immense dedication.
And his 1947 season really shows it. After the war, he comes back, wins his third AL MVP award.
The league's most valuable player.
And leads the Yankees to win the World Series. That comeback says so much. It really does. And then, even in 49, battling injuries, he still leads them to another championship. It wasn't just talent. It was that grit, that will to perform even when things were tough physically.
It's interesting, too, when you compare him to, say, Ted Williams, his contemporary.
Yeah, phenomenal hitter, Williams.
In 47, Williams won the Triple Crown, led the league in average, homers, RBIs, statistically just dominant.
Mm-hmm.
But DiMaggio won the MVP that year.
Which suggests that, maybe other factors played into how DiMaggio was valued, leadership, maybe team impact beyond just the numbers.
Exactly. And that impact went beyond the lines, too. DiMaggio and other Italian-American players like Tony Lazzari,
Yeah.
they were really important figures.
Huge. They helped change perceptions of Italian immigrants in America, gave a sense of pride, of hope to a community that faced a lot of prejudice back then.
Yeah, it shows how sports can sometimes bridge those cultural divides.
Definitely. Which makes it even more, sobering to think about World War II, when DiMaggio's own parents were classified as enemy aliens.
Right. Had to carry special IDs, travel restrictions. His father couldn't even fish in San Francisco Bay anymore. They took his boat.
Even with their son being a national hero, it really underscores the complexities and, frankly, the prejudices of that time.
Mm-hmm. Then, after baseball, his life remained very public. His marriage to Marilyn Monroe.
That captured the whole world's attention. Two huge American icons.
A fascinating, though short, marriage. Played out under intense media scrutiny.
Yeah, and reports suggest they had different ideas about, their life together. DiMaggio maybe wanting a more traditional home life, which clashed with her massive career.
It highlights the challenges even famous couples face, navigating personal lives and huge careers in the public eye.
True. And even after the divorce, after her death, his devotion was quite something.
Famously arranging for roses at her crypt twice a week for 20 years.
Yeah, and his reported last words being about her. It suggests a really deep, lasting connection, despite everything.
A poignant image, the roses.
It is.
And in his later years, he stayed visible. Did some broadcasting, endorsements.
These salary savings bank ads, people remember those. He didn't just fade away.
No, definitely not. So, thinking about his whole life, his career, it brings us back to that question. What is greatness in sports? Is it just the stats, the big moments, or something more?
I think with DiMaggio, it really feels like a blend of everything. The stats are there, undeniably. The 56-game streak is iconic, consistent excellence.
Right.
But also the way he carried himself, that dedication, the kid in the stands mentality, that feels like leadership, like holding yourself to a higher standard.
That discipline on the field. It translates, doesn't it? Discipline is consistency, showing up every day, giving your best.
Exactly. It's a broader principle.
So when you put it all together, those pivotal moments, the relentless determination we talked about, the game-changing performances, and that impact beyond the game, that's how an athlete becomes more than just great. They become a legend.
Joe DiMaggio, Sportpen.
Yeah.
Truly a legend.
Absolutely.
And it really makes you think, how do these stories, these legacies, shape how we see sports today? What is it about their journeys, their highs and lows, that resonates most deeply with you listening right now?
Thanks for listening to Sportpen.